Information for schools, colleges and youth and community organisations on how to find STEM ambassadors using the STEM Ambassador website. Welcome to the STEM Ambassadors website. This video is designed to help schools, colleges and youth and community organisations find STEM Ambassador volunteers who can come into your organisation and help enhance STEM activities. Some STEM ambassadors just undertake activities with young people, but others are happy to undertake activities by working directly with teachers, technicians, governors, or youth and community leaders. For example, some STEM ambassadors are school governors. Others offer visits to their place of work. STEM ambassadors come from a wide variety of backgrounds and geographical locations. They also have an enhanced DBS check, which is a PVG if you're in Scotland. How to create an account. The registration process is in 2 simple steps. Step 1. Create the basics of a STEM Learning website account and tell us whether you wish to register as a teacher or representative of a non-school organisation. Step 2. Tell us more about your school or organisation and your role. To create an account, you need to go to www.stem.org.uk. Click on the Register button and on the next page enter your title, first name, surname and email address. You are then asked to choose a username, which we will use as your public name where you are not directly identified, e.g. on the discussion forums. And to choose a password. The strength of password is measured. Longer passwords that include a combination of upper and lowercase letters, numbers and symbols are more secure and are therefore encouraged. You then need to choose the type of account you want, selecting either teacher or the youth and community group leader according to the main type of user you are. Please note that the teacher category is for anybody who works in a school or college. The youth and community group leader account is for informal educators from various organisations, including youth groups, education charities, libraries, museums and housing associations. Finally, you'll need to confirm I am not a robot by completing a reCAPTCHA test. You will have seen these on other websites and they're designed to minimise spam on the website. Clicking the Continue button completes this page and will take you through to step 2 of the registration process, which is tailored to whether you work in a school or in a youth and community group. How to complete step 2 of the registration process if you're in a school. You need to complete information about employer type, then input your organisation. If you work in a school or college, when you enter the organisation details, you will find a drop-down box appears with all the schools and colleges in the UK that match. There's an option to fill in the details of your school or college manually if the name has not appeared in the list. Your role. Areas of interest. Select at least one area of interest, but you can select more than one. Subjects. As many as you wish. Age range of young people you work with. Again, you can select more than one. After that, it's just a case of agreeing with our terms and conditions. Click the Create a New Account button to complete the registration process. You will receive a validation email, and you need to click on the link in this email to confirm that your account has been set up and to allow you to access the integrated STEM Learning dashboard. How to complete Step 2 of registration process if you selected Youth and Community Group Leader. First of all, enter your home address, which has a postcode lookup function. Then enter phone number. Type of organisation. This has a lookup facility, but if your organisation doesn't appear, you can enter it manually. Details of your organisation. Age range of the young people you work with, and subject areas. Finally, agree to our terms and conditions and provide information on data sharing. Click on the Register button to complete the registration process. Once you've completed the registration process, an account verification email will be sent to you. You will need to click on the link in this email to confirm that your account has been set up and to allow you access to the integrated STEM Learning dashboard. Integrated STEM Learning dashboard. To access your dashboard, sign in at www.stem.org.uk. Click the Sign In button on the top right-hand side of the screen. You can also select Request New Password on the next page if you don't remember the password you created when setting up the account. Enter your email address or username and password to sign in. Once you've signed in, you'll be taken to your dashboard. Your dashboard screen gives you an overview of everything you can access on the STEM Learning website, including how to request a STEM ambassador, how to post an activity, and messaging STEM ambassadors. These will be the areas we'll be focusing on in this video. The dashboard is split into a number of areas. In the middle of the screen, you'll see a summary of your personal details and continuing professional development, CPD in short, activities, resources, and groups. On the toolbar on the left-hand side, you will see headings which give you access to all the functions of the STEM Learning website and the STEM Ambassadors platform combined. Profile. Your profile includes personal details. Activities. This gives a breakdown of all STEM Ambassador activity requests you have made, those which have completed and require feedback, and the history of your activities. CPD. We show the CPD courses that may be relevant to you as well as those you've signed up for or taken part in. Resources. The resources you have bookmarked or uploaded to the community resources are accessible from here. Groups. This shows discussion groups you're a member of. Now let's look in more detail at how you create a STEM activity in order that STEM Ambassador volunteers can see it and express an interest. How to create an activity. When you're thinking about creating an activity, give as much time as possible for STEM ambassadors to reply. Don't get disheartened if nobody replies the first time. Try posting as many opportunities as you can and also contacting your local STEM Ambassador hub for ideas if you're having problems attracting STEM ambassadors. Now it's time to create an advert for your activity, whether in a school, college, or in the community. This is your opportunity to make the activity sound interesting and appealing, so that you attract STEM ambassadors to support the activity. Click the Activities tab and you will see a number of drop-down options. Select Advertise an activity. Please note, if you would like further help on how to create an activity advert, you can find out who your local STEM Ambassador Hub is by clicking on the tab on the top of the screen on www.stem.org.uk and clicking Local SA Hub and then contacting them. First of all, give your activity a title. The title of your activity is the first thing a STEM ambassador will see about your activity when they're looking for opportunities to volunteer for. So make sure you add enough detail to grab the attention of the ambassadors. It's also helpful at this point to include the name and location as part of the title. You'll have an opportunity to give more details further down the page. Also select from the drop-down box what you would like STEM ambassadors to do. Please don't include personal contact details in your activity description. You'll be able to exchange contact details through the website messaging system, which I'll cover shortly. Complete where the activity will take place. You can choose to automatically select your school, college, organisation location from your profile. Or if the event is happening elsewhere, you're prompted to use postcode lookup to add the venue. Complete the participating schools or organisations. The activity can be assigned to multiple schools. There's an autocomplete box where you can look at the name of the school from the full list of UK schools held in the database. You can also assign multiple youth and community groups to the activity. You can enter your school or organisation manually if it doesn't come up in the auto-pick list. Complete details of the audience, the age range, number, and type of participants the activity is aimed at, for example, young people or governors. These details will be used to help match STEM ambassadors to activities based on their preferences. Enter details of when the activity will take place. You can select a specific date or a date range if it's a series of events, and the duration of the activity. If the activity is a series of activities taking place over a period of time, you should select "This is a series of multiple activities." For this option, please enter the duration as the total for the series. For example, if it's a series of 3 activities of 2 hours each, the total duration should be 6 hours. The next section is all about the type of STEM ambassador volunteers you would like. Input the number of STEM ambassadors required, the types of skills and interests that it would be nice for them to have, and the subjects they might be involved in. This information is used to help match up potential STEM ambassadors with the activity, but try not to narrow the choices, as lots of volunteering activities are generic and don't require specific subject areas. Next, we ask for further details to help promote your activity. Complete a brief advert description for the activity, along with its aim, which is used to promote it to STEM ambassadors. Be sure to include as much detail as you can here, so that STEM ambassadors can see clearly what you want them to do and what you hope to achieve from your activity. This will help them decide if they've got the skills needed to help out. You can also state here the timings of the activity and if you're flexible with dates and timings. In the section on measuring the impact of your activity, we ask you to think about the impact you're wanting to gain from the activity and to tick all the answers that apply. Firstly, for young people, secondly, for you and your colleagues, and thirdly, the wider impact. This information is used when we ask you for feedback on the activity and for wider evaluation of the STEM Ambassador programme. When you've completed this page, click Add this activity button. This will produce a draft of your activity, which you need to check before you publish it. If you need to make any amendments, click the Update button to go back and make any changes. When you're happy, click the Publish button on the bottom right-hand side of the page to make the activity visible to all STEM ambassadors. When you click on the Upcoming Activities link, you'll be able to see the completed activity page. How to respond to STEM ambassador interest in your activity and the messaging facility. Activities you create on the website can be browsed by STEM ambassadors, or they can appear on a suggested list of activities that matches their skills, interests and location. Each activity has its own advert that the STEM ambassador can view, which has all the details about the activity, when and where it's happening, how many STEM ambassadors are required, who the activity is aimed at, what skills are required, and a description of the activity itself. It's from this activity page that all the correspondence between the teacher or youth and community group organiser and the STEM ambassador occurs, so it always relates to this specific activity. How STEM ambassadors express an interest in your activity. If a STEM ambassador wants to volunteer, they will have expressed an interest in an activity. This sends an email notification to you indicating the STEM ambassador would like to volunteer. Responding to a STEM ambassador. Clicking on the email will take you directly to the activity page that you've posted, but you'll see a new Messages section will appear at the bottom of the page. This will contain all the correspondence between the STEM ambassador and you, the organiser. Please note, if you're not already logged in, you will need to log into your account. From this activity page, you can do one of three things. Message the STEM ambassador. This will send a message via email and directly to the STEM ambassador via the website. The STEM ambassador can respond and continue the conversation. Accept ambassador. Offer position. This will assign the STEM ambassador to this activity and notify them that you are happy for the ambassador to support the activity. Withdraw ambassador. Clicking on the Withdraw button means you are declining the STEM ambassador, but you have an option to message the STEM ambassador to explain why they are not suitable for the activity. If there are multiple STEM ambassadors required for the activity, each STEM ambassador will have their own message stream which can be expanded by clicking on the name of the STEM ambassador. On the right-hand side of the activity page, you have a number of other options regarding your activity. Confirm your ambassadors. If you want to close the activity to any further STEM ambassador offers, you can click the Ambassadors Confirm button. This will mean that it won't show up on any matches or searches the STEM ambassadors may make, and so no further offers of support can be made. Update. This allows you to make changes to the event. If the event already has STEM ambassadors signed up to take part, they will be informed by email that the changes have been made and asked to reconfirm that they can still attend. Flag activity in Hub. This allows you, known as the activity owner, to flag this to your local STEM Ambassador Hub for further assistance. This might be because you're finding it difficult to fill, that you need help with the details of the event, or that you just want to talk it through with the Hub. Activities that are flagged will appear on the Hub dashboard and in notifications, so that the Hub can either call or email to give further support. Cancel activity. If the activity is no longer going to take place, you can cancel it. This will inform any STEM ambassadors that have already signed up to take part that the activity has been cancelled. How to record feedback. When an activity end date has passed, both you and the STEM ambassador will be sent emails asking for feedback. Alternatively, you can see all the activities requiring feedback by clicking on the Require Feedback link. In your email, you'll be asked to rate the activity from 1 to 5 stars, with 5 being high. When you've done this, you'll be taken to a feedback page where you again rate the overall success of the activity in different categories such as impact for young people. Please note, it's essential to consider your answers before entering them, as you can't alter the ratings. You also need to be logged in to www.stem.org.uk to rate activities. This feedback is vital and will be used to assess the impact of the STEM Ambassador programme and help us improve the programme.